Overtime! This episode features a couple of firsts for me. To begin with, I bought a game on Twitter. I bought plenty of games on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist and Clove and private sales, but until now I've never purchased a game from Twitter before, or I guess it's now called X. But it's okay, this is not a stranger. This is somebody that I know I've been talking to for a while. His name is Stephen Wallard. He goes by Stupid Gamer on Twitter. Definitely not stupid, right? This is a great deal. And yeah, he's friends with Ty. I've never met Stephen before, but he seems like a good guy. Ty trusts him, so hey, that's good enough for me. And this is a game that I've wanted for a while. So I maintain a wish list on VAPS, the Vintage Arcade Preservation Society. It's connected to Clove. And this is a game that's been on my top 20 list for a while. It's actually Super Off-Road, which is a great racing game. It's not the gigantic 3-player version that takes up the space of 2 full-size cabinets. This is the smaller 2-player version. I figure that's a lot better for a home collection like mine. And yeah, this is a game I've wanted for a while. If you've never played it before, it's a little bit like Atari Super Sprint or Championship Sprint, except it's with like Baja-style off-road pickup trucks. And yeah, super great game. Lots of fun that I remember playing back in the day. I know my kids are going to love it. It's working. It's a great price, and it's awesome. It's awesome. The other thing that's a first for me is I'm going to be picking up this game in the middle of a hurricane. So yeah, the remnants of Hurricane Debbie coming through. And I have to drive through it to make this pickup. I'm going to be at Stephen's house during the worst of this rain. We're going to have to wrap it all up, and hopefully it doesn't get wet. And then I've got to drive it home through the storm. And I actually won't be home for 2 days, so this thing is going to be hanging out in the back of my truck in pouring rain for 2 days. So hopefully, fingers crossed, everything turns out okay. So yeah, I'm really excited for this. So if that sounds like fun, why don't we hop in the truck and go pick this thing up? Let's go! Okay, we're all loaded up. We're technically in a tornado watch, thanks to post-tropical depression, Debbie or whatever they're calling it now. And this, like I said, is going to be out in the elements overnight for 2 nights. So it's wrapped up really well, double wrapped with stretch wrap. And then there's a moving blanket on it. And then I've got the thing sort of wrapped like a burrito in this really heavy-duty silver tarp. Then I've got that ratchet strapped down, and then for good measure another blue tarp on top, and I think it should be okay. But yeah, first time I've ever picked up a game in a hurricane, and it's stopped right now. The rain has stopped briefly, but it was coming down hard when I was loading, and Stephen was actually really nice and holding an umbrella over me while I was getting everything strapped down. So but yeah, I'm out of stretch wrap now, so I'm going to run here into Harbor Freight and grab some for my next pickup. Okay, we made it. I wish I could say safe and sound, but honestly, I'm not entirely sure. In full transparency, as I was unwrapping the tarps and everything, on the back of the truck, there was some rain that got into the tarps. So there was a little bit of rain at the bottom, and I actually had put that silver tarp all the way down. I put cardboard on top of the tarps, on top of the inside bottom layer of the tarp, and then put the cabinet in, wrapped it all up. And the cardboard inside the tarp underneath the cabinet was pretty soaked. And yeah, it was wet, but I don't think, and we need to, I think, replace or at least adjust the leg levelers. I don't think any moisture got inside this, as bad as this looks, right? And I transported it a little bit differently anyway, because I picked up another cabinet a couple days after picking up this one, and so this was standing up, and it was only the stretch wrap, so it got air dried pretty sufficiently, and I don't think any rain got inside of the stretch wrap, but we're about to find out. So let's cut this thing open. I hope it survived. I've picked up cabinets in the rain before, but first time in a hurricane, that's for sure. And I think so far we're looking pretty good. Okay. I think this cabinet's in pretty decent shape. There's a little bit of wrinkling on the front. I don't know if it's just the vinyl or maybe somebody spilled a drink or something. There's some wrinkling on the front. But it actually feels like it's just the vinyl and not the wood underneath. Okay. The marquee's a little bit faded, but sides look great. All right. Get this out of here. And how are we looking? Huh. Okay, let's see. It's a pretty light cabinet, all things considering. You know, compared to the 25-inch version of this game that has, you know, 3 steering wheels, like I said, giant 25-inch monitor. This is almost like the Cabaret version, which is funny because, you know, it's basically, you know, the size of a regular full-size upright arcade machine. But like I said, compared to the 25-inch, it's small. Oh, there's like, this has like a replacement cap on the steering wheel. Maybe I can find a replacement for that, a better matching one. But let's take a closer look. All right, get the tripod out of the way and see what we're dealing with here. So yeah, super off-road. I love this game. I always love playing it. Yeah, I know it came out sort of a bit later. I think 89. It says 88 right there, but I thought this was actually released in 89. You know, awesome, great driving game. You know, top-down racing game. Yeah, we got 2 steering wheels here and nitro. Maybe some super faint burn on the monitor, on the tube, not too bad. We've got a lockout bar that's been replaced with some carriage bolts, which is honestly my way to do it. We have 2 intact gas pedals there. Coin door looks like it's in really good shape, actually. Here's the wrinkling I was talking about. And I think this is not the wood underneath, because like I can flatten this out and it comes right back. So I might just, like you can see the vinyl peeling off. I might just replace this vinyl. Again, I have spare vinyl, so we might do that at some point, but no rush there. Control panel overlays in decent shape. There's some cracking underneath here. But that's totally normal and, you know, out of sight unless you really look at it. Here's what I'm talking about. This is what the cap on the steering wheel is supposed to look like, and this is just like a black piece of plastic right there. So maybe I'll keep an eye out for a replacement cap. Buttons are all in good shape. We have 2 nitro buttons, or a nitro button on each side for both players, and player 1 and player 2 start buttons. Coming up here, obviously, we have the monitor screen. No bezel artwork, speaker right here in the center, and then our big old marquee. And this looks like, you know, almost like a pinball backglass translate, and I'm sorry for all of the glare. Let me actually close one of these garage doors. There we go, much better, right? Okay, so yeah. And you know, what's funny is, really, the game kind of ends here. You know, the actual workings of the game. So the monitor comes to here, the speaker comes to here, and everything up above that is just marquee light box, right? So if you come and look at the side of the cabinet, this thing really could almost be, you know, maybe you could reposition the speaker differently, but the game comes to about here. And just to give you a little bit of perspective, you know, the game sort of ends where the monitor of, I think I'm sort of level here, where the monitor of most cabinets begins. So, you know, very much a, smaller squat cabinet. And again, if you remove this marquee box, which is almost like for a Mappy or a dedicated Junior Pac-Man, it would be a teeny tiny cabinet. There's just a little bit more stretch wrap on the side. And yeah, we have plain blank black sides here. There was never any side art, at least that I'm aware of, that was released for the 2-player Super Off-Road. I think some people have tried to mock up some custom stuff, maybe based on the 3-player one, but as far as I know, there was no official 2-player side art ever released for this game. And yeah, such an interesting profile. We sort of back up and show you what this thing looks like, going backwards without tripping off my kids' bikes and stuff. But just look how skinny that is at the top, because again, that's just marquee box. So yeah, let me grab the tripod. I think I left that outside when I closed the garage doors. And we'll open this thing up, and hopefully everything's inside, and we'll fire it up and play some Super Off-Road. Okay, here's what the back of the cabinet looks like. Just all blank. I think it's been repainted. There's some sort of sticker here that probably said, I think it says model and serial, but covered up and hard to make out. There is a serial number etched in right here that looks like, I don't know, it's really hard to see as it's sort of obscured by the vinyl that's peeling off. I think it says 0101, so maybe this is serial number 101, which is kind of neat. Power button back there. This would have been to maybe hold on to the power cord, which has been removed for now. And coming down here to the bottom, we have the access panel, for the back door to get into the cabinet. So we'll get set up on the tripod so you can see what we've got going on here. There is a lock and a latch, but the lock is set up so you just spin it with a screwdriver to open up. And then we have our spot for our power cord to come out of the bottom. Looks like the back door was busted at some point. Maybe it fell and broke. At least it's cracked. Looks like it's been repaired. And again, repainted with black. And looking at the sides, I'm thinking maybe the original vinyl was kind of spray painted over to cover it up. I don't know, but here we go. Let's open up the back of the cabinet. And again, I'm looking, and I think we made out pretty good with the water. I'm not seeing any signs of damage or water that's gotten into the wrap, so I think we made out okay. And it's interesting to me that the T-molding goes all the way around the back of the cabinet. I think there's some uniform swelling of the cabinet itself, but that's probably just from humidity where the particle board is expanded uniformly throughout. Some people pointed out they think that's something that happened to my Ms. Pac Mini, the Cabaret. It just sort of expanded evenly over years, being exposed to some humidity. Anyway, let's pop this sucker off. So we'll twist it like that, and there we go. Put this off to the side. And yeah, look, they repaired it with some like patch of MDF and a bunch of screws to sort of hold it together. That's all right. Okay, let's see what we got. There's our board. Get you in here a little bit closer maybe. It says this is a model 19K7901, so pretty standard. Later it says manufactured March 1990. Just a K7000 standard res 19-inch. Here's our board right here. The serial on the board says 12857A. Oh, we have a battery on the board that I should probably remove at some point. This board looks somewhat similar to the Leland quarterback, which makes sense. Sort of this weird pass-through for the speaker wire or sound connector, sound harness, just to set up. It looks similar. Oh, it's got an American flag etched onto the PCB. That's kind of neat. But yeah, we'll have to do something to remove that battery, maybe replace it. This is the same sort of power supply setup, sort of this, switcher mounted on a panel with a fuse, a connector for the power line to come in, our isolation transformer, because of course K7000 requires an isolation transformer. And this PCB, or the chassis PCB, looks strange to me. Let me just come in here with a flashlight And yeah, okay. This is a K7000A. Yeah, this is a a Zenith K7000A, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get in and show you this, but it's got 2 wires going to the anode. So, oh man. And that's fine. These monitors work fine, but if the flyback ever goes, nobody makes replacements for them. Yeah, this is a K7000A. So, yeah, we'll probably cap this at some point, but hopefully the flyback doesn't go because there are no reproduction replacement flybacks for the K7000A. So I think this looks pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin the cabinet around. I'll close the garage doors again to minimize the glare, and we'll be ready to fire this up and give it a play test. Oh, one last thing before I do. Let me take you off of the tripod here. Well, first of all, let me see if I can get the camera in here to kind of see what's going on with this monitor, with the flyback. I can't even see if I'm showing it to you. Yeah, if you can see that at all, there are 2 wires going into that flyback, or the anode cup coming out of the flyback. A sure tail sign of a K7000A, if you're ever wondering. But yeah, one thing on the PCB I want to show you. If you can read what's on that, those ROM chips. This thing has the Track Pak installed, which is basically an expansion pack for the Super Off-Road that adds a second kind of vehicle, like a dune buggy instead of just the off-road racing pickup trucks, and a bunch of new tracks. So that's really great. So yeah, let me get this set up and we'll give it a play test. Okay, we're turned around, but before I fire this up, why don't we take a peek at what's going on inside here, see if there's anything interesting. So I've got the key for the lower coin vault, and we've got our coin bucket here. I don't see any coin counter here. Looks like maybe it fell out. We've got some keys. This one goes to the top one. All right, we've got our coin mechs. There's a utility panel here, I'm guessing with a credit switch and a volume knob. There's no other, what do you call it, coin counter or anything, but we have a manila envelope in here. Nothing in the bottom of the coin bin. But looking at this manila envelope, I guess we're going to have some instructions. So there's a coin controls, says new snap-in mech design. Coin controls, gold mech coin validator. Let's see, a coin controls parts and price list, revised September 1989, and a Super Off-Road owner's manual. I don't know if this is original or maybe this is photocopied. Plus, addendum to Super Off-Road 3-player for installation of Super Off-Road 2-player. Okay, so that's kind of neat. I always enjoy getting manuals with my games. So we'll pop this in here. So that didn't fit, it's kind of snug. Close that up. Put these keys on the coin door. And wasn't there another? Oh yeah, these keys here. I don't know what these go to. Maybe these originally went to the back door, but we'll put them on this hook as well. There's usually a hook on the inside of the back door for, or inside of the coin door for keys. So we'll do that. And we will straighten out the camera. Okay. So yeah, let's see, about like this. And we'll hopefully see the monitor and the marquee light come on. So I knew I had the power cord somewhere. So here's our power cord, obviously with a replacement plug, but looks okay for the most part. Hopefully I'm close enough to the outlet where it'll reach. Unplug my fan. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Not quite. How about like that? Still not close enough. All right, now we're plugged in. And let me reposition the camera here. How's that? That looks okay. All right. Now we're ready to go here. So when I throw the power switch, hopefully we'll see the monitor come on as well as the marquee light up. So here we go. Keep your fingers crossed. 3, 2, 1. Okay, all right. We got our monitor lit. Hopefully the game comes up. There we go. Look at that. Ironman's Hints, new Track Pak. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty good. We can maybe do some monitor adjustments at some point. And it looks like there's maybe a sticker here, maybe an operator tag. But hopefully track mode comes on. There we go. That is the readout about track. So cool. I'm actually kind of interested in what's going on with this marquee light. So before we play the game, I'm going to pop this open just to see how this marquee light works. You know, because it's more like a monitor or a pinball machine, you know, translite than a regular arcade game marquee. So I'll put that right here. There's Ivan. And yeah, so for a 3-player game, you know, there'd be a 3rd player in the middle and not just these, you know, bikini babes on either side, but a 3rd player down the middle. So yeah, this is basically a translite marquee. So, oh, okay. So there's plexi on the inside, plexi on the outside, and a little translite in the middle. And usually there's a version of this marquee that says Track Pak right here, but not this time. And look at how empty this is. It's got just a regular, you know, marquee light fluorescent fixture. Looks like it's been replaced with a newer ballast, but yeah, okay. Cool, so we'll slide this back on without damaging it. Okay, and we'll put the bracket back on like this. One of these screws, like, I think the wood is stripped, but that's not the end of the world. Okay. I am excited. Like I said, this is a game that I remember playing a bunch of as a kid. And yes, I'm a little bit younger than most folks. I was born during the golden age, and most of the really classic early 80s games I remember playing at like birthday parties. You know, even then they were a little bit older. You know, and if this was out in 88, 89, I was still a kid. I definitely remember playing this a bunch, including at a bowling alley, the bowling alley that was closest to my house, where they had you know, eventually a Star Trek The Next Generation pin and now a Super Off-Road. So let me position the camera and set the refresh rate, and we'll play some 2-player Super Off-Road. Okay, Ivan, Ironman, Stewart, Super Off-Road, the 2-player version, and I'm excited. I think I've got the coin door open, and I should just be able to hit the credit switch. Nope, maybe not. Is that not a credit switch? Okay, let me try just coining it up manually with... All right, looks like we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way with an actual quarter. So here we go. All right. Hopefully you can hear that. I think you can. So let's see. Press join, and we'll do the original truck and put in my initials. Oh, this is a birthday reveal? There we go. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to edit this out. USA, all right. And I am driving, or I'm using my left foot for the gas here. And we are, oh, got a nitro, but then I ran into the corner. Let's hit it this time. Get that money. And you have to get in first place in order to continue. So that's how they get your money with this game. Okay. And I still have tons of nitro left. And you can spin the wheel all the way around. All right. First place. $100,000 plus $10,000. And this is clearly not saving anything because it's a new record. Let's see, let's use top speed, could use some. And what can I get for 10,000? Maybe just some nitro. Here we go, start next race. Here we go. And already it's much harder. All right, a little bit of nitro to help me out. Ooh, I missed picking up that one. When you bounce off the walls, it's very unforgiving. And I'm got down to 0 nitro. Not great. And Ivan is theoretically the white car. Here we go, there's 2 nitros for me. That's some money. I think this is the last lap. Oh, Ivan got stuck. That's good for me. Let's try to stick to the side here. There we go, first place again. Not bad. Another $100,000. Okay. All right. And why don't we put that on the tires and the shocks and more nitro. There we go. Start race. Oh, okay. Should have grabbed those nitros. Okay, I'm trying to concentrate. Sorry if I'm not talking enough. Doing okay. Gotta stay ahead of that white truck. That's Ivan. All right. Can't let him beat me. Whoa! Bounced off the pole. All right. There we go. First place again. Rock and roll. No bonus points. I didn't pick up any bags of cash, so just 100,000. Maybe I'll do top speed again. Yeah. All right. I don't know if that's the right strategy, but that's what we're gonna do. Now there's a tunnel here. Got some cash. But I am in 3rd place and falling behind fast. Not good. Not good. All right. Oof. Oof. I need some nitros bad. Let me see if that's a cutoff shortcut. No. That's not good. I don't think I'm gonna win this time. Nope, definitely not. Nope, I'm dead. We'll put another credit in and try the other type of car, and it's going to want a quarter here. Yeah, there it counts down. You know, it even bribes you with bonus points if you want to continue. And I think in some regions they had to cover up, or at least the ports and stuff, they covered up the Bikini Babes. It was a little bit too risque, perhaps for kids, but this is a new high score. I'm guessing it's that battery is, I'm sure, long dead and not saving anything. So yeah, let's coin up one more time. There we go. And join. And we'll do dune buggies. Put my name in again. And we'll skip my birthday. USA. All right. And it only lets you put up to 99 as your birthday. So if you were born after 1999, sorry. And I guess you won't see any new tracks until we get past the originals. So I think these are all original tracks. But obviously these cars drive, these dune buggies drive very different than the pickup trucks. Okay. I learned my lesson to save the nitros for when you need them. Don't waste them on the first couple of tracks. Yeah, these are slower than the pickup trucks, but I think they handle, whoops, jumps better. I don't know. Come on. All right, we're gonna get back here. No more messing around. There's first place. Now I'm sweaty in the garage here. All right, let's spend our money on what? How about acceleration? Yeah. And we'll save it for next time. Come on. Oh, we're bouncing. What did they say in Days of Thunder? Rubbing is racing. There we go. Get that money. Okay, this is the Rio Trio track. All right, that's pretty good. Last track, or last lap. And I think Ivan is the white car in second place. There we go. First place again. And I picked up some bonus money. All right. Okay, 130. Why don't we do shocks and tires and save the rest for next time. All right. Okay, let's see. Is this the same order as last time? I feel like I lost. No, maybe I didn't lose on this one. There we go. Too high. Jumped way too high. Oh. Keep hitting the wall. Oh no, disaster! Oh, I got stuck. Let's see if I can nitro my way out of here. Nope. Yeah. Wonder if I can play defense here and prevent Ivan. Nope. Yeah, I'm dead. Yep. Yep, I lost. Oh well, I lost, but at least I had fun. So, yeah. Made it home in one piece. Everything's working great. You know, maybe we'll clean up some stuff. Maybe we'll replace some of the vinyl, but I am super happy. I got an incredible deal from Stephen Wallard, who goes by Stupid Gamer on Twitter. Steven, you are not stupid. You are an awesome guy, nice friend. Thanks for helping me out. Thanks for selling this to me. I think this was Steven's last video game, his last classic video game in his collection. He's gone all pinball and jukeboxes, and I think he has some mega touches, but Steven, I will appreciate this. Thank you so much. What an awesome deal, awesome game. Steven, you're a great guy, so yeah, I think that'll wrap it up here. Please do everything that YouTube wants you to do. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Do you remember playing Super Off-Road? Did you ever play the Track Pak? You know, any tips or tricks for how I can get better? You know, get back into my good old form of how I used to play? What do you think of the two-player version? Is it much more practical for a home collection to have the smaller two-player version that doesn't take up, you know, the space of two cabinets like the three-player version does? Yeah, you miss some of the side art, you know, and it's a smaller screen, but I think it's a great compromise. If you haven't become a channel member, you should really think about it. Hit that join button down below to learn all about what it means to become an Overtime Arcade channel member. You get access to some awesome perks like a monthly members only live stream, and our one for August is coming up very soon. You get access to our private members only Discord, where a bunch of us are always, you know, chatting, hanging out. It's a lot of fun. Really, you know, great community we're building there. And you get early access to all new videos, typically at least 24 hours, a full day before the public release. So if you're interested in those things, it's just $1.99 a month. That's a great way to support the channel, and you get access to to those awesome perks. Like I said, a little bit tongue-tied here. It's hot in the garage. Yeah, let me wrap it up there. As always, you've been watching Overtime Arcade. I'm Charlie, and I'll see you next time.
Overtime!